When I left school, it was off to the prison department. But I lasted 2 months and I AWOL'd.
When
I
you-
couldn't take that anymore. That just wasn't a life for me.
When you say prison department, is that the Department of Prisons?
Prison, yes, prison department. And I AWOL'd from them and I left and I said, no, this life isn't for me. And I went to my brother and I remember it clearly. I said to him, Michael, where can I find a job in this place? No, he says, traffic department looking for people, go there. And off I went down the road, joined the traffic department. Next day, told me start Monday. And 42 years later, here I'm still sitting,
So,
wrapping it up.
when you worked at the traffic department, give us some highlights of your job there.
Highlights in the traffic department, there are so many. But the one that stands out the most is Madiba's, that day that Madiba was released. And we worked from that Saturday or early Sunday morning about 2 o'clock. We worked right through that whole Sunday in Cape Town. Hottest day of the year. Was the hardest day I've ever worked in my life in traffic department. Never worked so hard in my life. And we left that night probably about 12 o'clock, 11 o'clock that Sunday night. We left Cape Town. I was exhausted. But that was probably the highlight. The other highlight was getting my degree. I was so proud of my job and my family and all that, and I made a promise to myself, I want this degree, I want to prove it wrong, somebody wrong. And I got the degree, and that was the highlights of my career. That was the two that stand out the most.
Is that while you were working at traffic that you got your degree?
Yes. At traffic we did my ITOs, of course, we did all three our ITOs that time. It was sort of standard practice, but once we finished the ITOs, I wanted to go further, and then I did the BTEC at Pretoria University, and that took me through to, just 4 years to do that. Once we were finished, that was put into action, and by then it was sort of time to move over to Metro Police or City Police, then the old Pizza Boys, and I moved over from traffic to City Police.
Tell me, why did you move over to Metro?
I don't know, at the time I was sort of been there, done that. I kept saying those words in traffic. I've been here, done that, been down this avenue, done that. I'm going to go into a new avenue, and City Police seemed like an interesting place to go. New avenue, new challenges. I love challenges. And took up the challenge. And been with them, 16 years now. Nice, enjoyable.
What do you say, 16 years? And it's coming to an end soon?
It's coming to an end of this year, November. I'm going to pull the plug. I'm going to hand over the baton to somebody else, and the youngsters can now take over the reins. Things have changed now. It's becoming very sort of fast now. The work isn't as we used to have it on the road where we do our thing. This is a lot of paperwork, preparation, planning, and where we used to go out, get our hands dirty, get our feet dirty. A lot of planning goes into operations now, and there's always an outcome, and it's got to be based on all kinds of things. And a lot of politicians sort of have got their say in your business, and that's not the nice part of it anymore. So I've had enough of that. I'll leave that to the youngsters. They get used to it.
Okay, tell me, highlights at Metro Police. You just explained about highlights in traffic.
Oh, highlights in Metro Police is just the way we've unfolded the Metro Police into the unit that it is currently. Remember, we started off from scratch where there was supposed to be a day one arrangement. Everybody was all the services were supposed to chip in and help. But when the day one arrived, there was nobody there, and we had to jump in. So we used all our experience from traffic, and all our experience from law enforcement, and all our experience from other services, and we built Metro Police based on that. And there's a lot of action here. It's different to traffic. It's a different mindset. You're now in a police mindset. You got to enter a police mode. And there's a lot of highlights here with unrest and sorting out of service delivery issues and seeing problems from another angle. It's something totally different.
I don't know Unrest can be a highlight, but anyway.
Yeah. No, I mean just to watch the country unfold as it did in the last 16 years from independence.
Yes.
And you look at it and you see it from the police perspective, where in traffic, you look at that and you see it unfold and unbundle as it goes, and you look at yourself and you think, wow, I'm part of this, but how do you police something like this that is so busy changing so fast?